that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama. I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence. This time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat. While you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting to a yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleed. Truth is, the strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. Stop, it's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that. That's catfish, poor performance. What's your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that a ballin'.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at them. Been swimming cause I'm in the deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young and it ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said there's no fun in blame, but I was not the one to change. 'Cause I was not the one to save you. You were my everything, now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything, I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Seven oh 70 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up, cause we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m., we ended up at Live. 3 a.m., we like open. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home. Ooh, yeah.
Where you at? Where you been? Taking pictures on the trip with your friends. Only live once, so let's take.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one. Between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. The field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Now that's the way to start the ball game. A return all the way across midfield. And the kick return team, they're going to get a big old thank you when they get to the sideline. Nothing like starting your offense with a short field to begin the game.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blue. Set.
First play is to the air. That's pulled in by the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go. Bill green. Yellow. 43. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Red, yellow.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Into the hands of Harrison. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
And the Cardinals, 1st down.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Set. Red, 38. Let him go. Ready.
Throwing it again here. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Packers have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Play made there by Clark Phillips.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 60.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to wind up in the red for this play back at the 8.
Hey, Kate, you were out there with me on the West Coast, and I was spoiled and you were spoiled. When we watch that Legion of Boom, we watch 2 of the best safeties in the game, Cam and Earl, bringing the pain, bringing the heat, bringing tackles just like that for significant losses.
His first throw is an interception. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Cardinals take over after returning it inside the red zone. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
10 block, 43 rail. Ready.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And that's good for a few. He brings up 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
It's caught by Wilson. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return coming here from the 12. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the set.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To throw here on first down. Gets everything he has under this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Heads out on the bootleg. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
70, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. That's no way to treat your reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Looking in the air here. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked shy of that first down at the 30.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here we go. Set. 60, 70 Lions.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame. But that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Offense staying out there on 4th. They say no to a 47-yard field goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They're going to try to throw for it. He fights. It's rocks. That ball's free. And the Cardinals pick it up. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. He takes it down to the 33. Give him 32 on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He gets this down to the 13-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 13-0 lead. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at 2nd and 3. I'll throw it. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
3rd down from the gun. He's got his man. This is Kraft. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
19 yards.
Still sticking with the passing game. Has him on the quick hitter. He has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Could not evade him. That was Cody Simon.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. It's Golden. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers make it a 1-score game in the first half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Starting at the 10. Finds some space. He's past the 30. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready, set.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, 6. Mega. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Design bootleg here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 kick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The Packers going nickel on 3rd.
Ready. Red, yellow, 43. Red, yellow. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals lead by 14. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Pass caught out right by Golden. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Broncos quick. Broncos. Tag. Ready.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
This one, take it in. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
Ready up.
The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. Red. Set.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
1st down, and they go. Benson has him on 3. Unfortunately, the Cardinals made it to that one first. They'll maintain possession. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do, got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed, and you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Green Jack.
Second down pass play coming. Short pass brought in. Big man showing up the yards. And he's got it all the way down to the 12. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Ready, set. Set. Smash, red, block, set.
They'll throw it here on first. This one's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. And that is his 3rd touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals grow the lead now to 22 points. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the go.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go.
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down, Packers.
First down, play action. Taking a chance to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready. 19, trap 50, trap 60. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
19, here we go, here we go.
He's going to throw it again. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hand off here to Jacobs. And they find them after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Jaden Reed, the intended target. So it's going to be 4th and short. Well, we're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown. They're going to throw for it on 4th. Hook slants into the hands of Golden. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther Cougar 19.
Trying to throw this from the gun. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll work against the blitz. To the left, that's pulled in by Golden. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, 79 Broncos.
From the red zone on 1st. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Showing a little burst so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Ready. 60 red. Ready.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end.
Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And a positive result on that effort. He's down to the enemy 40 before going out.
The longer I do this, Kate, and certainly at the NFL level, you feel how important those minutes are going into half, how important they are coming out of half, especially when you're looking at a deficit they are. This is exactly how you want to start the second half.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. All right, we got an injury, Brock. That is Matthew Golden, who's shaken up. Training staff out there with him. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Here we go, set. 60 easy. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's good for a Packers 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Gain of 7.
2.
1st down.
Working inside the red zone. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away, and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. The Packers sending out their special teamers. Field goal coming. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
19 Tigers. Let's go.
They'll run here following the penalty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop to run like that for a tackle for loss. Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Need a touchdown here as they line up for third and goal. Here he goes, third and long. Catch made. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They're going to try to throw for it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Matt LaFleur with faith in his offense. They're set to try for two.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he reaches the end zone, so the two-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. That's the third time they've gone for two, and now their second conversion, so they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
And this will give them some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
They'll begin this drive with Benson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing on seconds. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Set, hut. Shot. 7. Ready.
Benson on first and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Harrison. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
I love everything about that play, Kate, so much for a quarterback. When you're throwing that crossing route, it's imperative that you lead that receiver. You don't throw where he's at, you throw where he's going. And when you do, yards after catch follow.
From the red zone now. And it's brought in. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals go up by 12. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Packers 22.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Fitzgerald set to kick off.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Packers getting set here. First and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Working on first down. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. Across midfield at the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's complete to Reed, out left. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And gain 11 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They go counter, it's Jacobs. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Trying to find his tight end. And now they face second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Running right, here's Jacobs. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Dump off, caught by his back. They have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. Fourth down coming up.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Fourth down. They're going to throw for it. And that one is picked off. But wait a second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete.
Ready, ready.
Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
The give now to Benson. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 33, yellow. 52, blaster.
He's dropping back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, set. Block 52, blue. Hut.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And hey, we see held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready. Viking 18.
Now throw to start the drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Read downfield, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Right side, quick pass, complete. Driving across the 15-yard line. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers now within 1 score in the 4th. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
We take this at the 10. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Short pass caught by his tight end. Now 1st down only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Black 40. Ready?
Working now from the gun. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have some new life in the 4th.
Not just a bad decision, frankly. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If you don't close quickly, he can take it to the house.
That's to Reed again. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense getting him down behind the line.
You'll hear defensive coaches all the time really ask their players to pull the trigger. Read, react, diagnose, and when you see it, go fire away. And that's exactly what the defense does to take away that screen.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Simon on the coverage.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Get it?
He'll throw it. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving them backwards through the 9.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. 50, green. Blaster, 6. Ready?
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd down here. Need 8 on the play.
Here we go. Black 40. Ready?
Looking to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled for no gain. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Throw left side to Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Pass play on 1st and 10. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Packers trail by 8.
At the 38-yard line.
Second and 3 now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're going to try and throw it here. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Complete out to the right side. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's go now.
Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut it to just 2 late in the game. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did.
And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4th. Whew, crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Fight, yellow, 43, ready.
Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A loss of a yard.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
And they got there in time. He's taken down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Come on.
Here he is to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins.
Ryan Fitzgerald set
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Cowboys, go!
First throw of overtime. Dump off caught by his back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
Throwing from the gun. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here we go, here we go. 70,
from the gun on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. Feels this clean at the 30. Has some daylight through the 40. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
At the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Here, switch, yellow.
Handoff headed left to Benson. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We got 2nd and 4.
cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Watch out now. 50, 50.
They give on second to Benson. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the crux for moving the chains that time.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Black, blue, 32, 6, mega. Black ultra. Hut.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On the set.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on 2nd down. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. Good running here. He's across the 15. And he runs it in for the touchdown. Start the celebration, baby. They win it in overtime. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.
Ain't never been a skate town. On no national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. The lows and highs, me and all the bros in the stolen ride like, man, they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie, throwing up the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking the prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We can kick it and ride through the
Zone 4, Campbellton Road. Got cash to blow, hollin' at the green 90s foreign. Got me using my 90s eyes. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I make it on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop that spine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Neck. Better pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Clean your side.
What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I only come on. Hit Cat Kate on the Sundays, say a pocket lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap by, bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get one of these sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes and talking about west end, what's happening? Hey, we just pull up the Moreland, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, so that.
You ain't never been to skate town.